Am I the asshole? For not wanting my nephew at my wedding? Am I the asshole? For not wanting my nephew at my wedding? Me F27 and my fiancé M28 are getting married in a few months. I've told my fiancé from the start that I didn't want any kids at our wedding, and he agreed. We don't have any kids in our families, so that made it easy. We even put on our invitations that it was an adults-only event. Our venue also only allows 5 children maximum, because children tend to break things accidentally. Well over a year into planning our wedding, my sister tells us she's having a baby 2 months before our wedding, and she jokingly asked if her baby was allowed. We said we would think about it, but ideally not. She's also standing in the wedding. Last week she called and said she needed an answer now, even though her baby isn't due for a couple months. And we said we didn't make a decision yet. We tried offering a few solutions, such as getting a babysitter or her boyfriend's parents watch him for the night as her and her boyfriend will probably want the night off. Or that the baby can be there for family pictures, or tucked away during the ceremony in another room. She really wants him there because she wants everyone to meet the baby, and she doesn't feel comfortable leaving the baby with a sitter. I told her ideally I didn't want him there, in case he started crying during the ceremony. And I don't feel like my wedding is the time and place for her to show off her new baby. I want everyone to enjoy the day and have fun. I also feel like she will hand off the baby to my mom, preventing my mom from fully enjoying the day. The next day she texted me and said she was removing herself from the wedding party. I thanked her for being honest with me, and that I was understanding where she was coming from. I then asked her if that meant that she wasn't coming to the wedding at all. It's been over a week and I got no reply. I also explained that all I was requesting of her is to stand during the ceremony. Show up 20 minutes before the ceremony and that's fine. She then proceeded to not come to my bachelorette party that same week, claiming we were doing activities she couldn't do. We went for a walk on the beach with coffee, out for lunch, and a painting class. I don't know if I'm overreacting, as I don't have kids and don't want kids, so I have a hard time seeing this from her point of view. Nah, your wedding and you don't want any babies there. Fine. Your wedding, your choice. Your sister doesn't feel comfortable being separated from her newborn. Fine. Her baby, her choice. It's good that she stepped out as soon as she was sure that she wouldn't be able to be there. I would absolutely not leave my baby without me for more than an hour or two at that age. A wedding they weren't invited to, I just wouldn't go. You don't want a tiny baby that should be with their mom at your wedding. The baby has a good mom that doesn't want to leave them, so they step down with plenty of notice. This seems like your sister is respecting your wishes. No problem here at all. Nah. You are allowed to have a child-free wedding. I did too, and not a single regret. That said, 2 months is really young and she's not wrong to not want to leave him for an extended period at that age. 2 months is too young for you to expect her to leave her baby with a sitter if you expect her there. If you aren't a mother, you may not understand that. However, I wouldn't be going either if I was in your sister's position. If you expect and want your sister there, that baby is welcomed too. If not, then that's fine. Don't expect her to show up for your wedding. Her baby is only 2 months. You're the asshole. Yeah, you can refuse to have kids at your wedding. But your sister can also think you're a complete jerk for not understanding she's not comfortable leaving her baby with a stranger when he's literally a newborn. She might be nursing. Believe me, she won't be having fun. You can refuse to have a baby at the wedding and she can refuse to come to your wedding. That's how that works. I'm wondering if you were rude or harsher than the picture you've painted here. Because it kind of seems like your sister is done with you. You're the asshole. It's not fair of you to ask your sister to leave her baby, not even for 20 minutes before the ceremony. And it's extremely unfair for you to judge a 7-month pregnant woman for not coming to a bachelorette party. It's pretty weird to be worried about a baby stealing your thunder at your wedding. I was at a wedding a few weeks ago with a tiny baby. No one even realized he was there for the wedding or the reception. In my opinion, very young newborns are the exception to any no children rule. Mostly because they are being worn or sleeping the majority of the time, and their parents attend then often leave after formalities. It's pretty isolating being a FTM, you can feel a bit like an alien and you could probably make her feel a bit less like she's a burden. Have you considered she's hormonal and stressed? Has wedding conversation taken up a lot of the energy between you? You're the asshole, she said no BC of her new child, and you need to accept her answer. You're not entitled to the 20 minutes before the ceremony. You're the asshole. You're the asshole if you make her feel bad about not going to your wedding. I don't get this crap about being scared someone will take attention away from the bride. I felt like it's a party to celebrate with the people you love, not this party to sit in awe of the bride. If the baby cries, is it really that big of a deal? The dad gets up and steps out. I feel like a 2-month-old just eats, sleeps and poops. If you want your sister there, then let the baby come. I wouldn't leave a newborn with anybody. Nah. If you don't want kids at your wedding, that's fine, but obviously that means some parents won't be able to come. Honestly, 8 weeks postpartum I wouldn't have wanted to leave my baby or go to a wedding. You're still healing and settling into a routine. However, everyone faces these things differently. Sounds like the best solution is for sister baby to stay home. You decided a kids-free wedding, so let it be like that. Your sis is right on her place, but it's your wedding. She should do the best for her baby and you for your wedding. Nah, a new baby is incompatible with a role in a wedding party. It's also fair enough that she doesn't want to leave an 8-week-old baby for too long. If she's breastfeeding